An article on Daily Kos just now declared that facts don't change minds. This fellow, with whom I agree on a lot, was saying that our job is to make sure that Biden wins, and one big way of doing that is to make sure that a lot of people know what he's actually accomplished, because he's accomplished a lot. I take no issue with that. But then he says, or if you prefer, you can share the various awful things Citizen Trump has done instead. But he says, but be really careful with that. Many people, for good or ill, already have their minds made up on him. I can't quarrel with that either. I certainly have. My advice for those who choose to do this is not to argue based on the facts, because, and he highlights this, facts don't change our minds. People make up their minds based on how they feel about something, not on what is or isn't factual. Is that true? Is it true that facts don't change minds? That equates, actually. I mean, facts, to talk about what's factual is to talk about what's true. Is it a fact that what's true doesn't matter? If it is, I'm hanging up my cleats. I ran for Congress on the basis of truth for a change. And our founders founded this democracy, I believe, in the belief that facts would matter. In a court of law, and we are based on the rule of law, there are rules to make sure that facts matter. I think of that fellow who worked in the Trump National Security Group Council, Vindeman, who testified in that first impeachment trial. He's of Ukrainian background, and he was a marvelous, honest witness. And one of the things we heard about this guy Vindeman, on whom Trump wrought vengeance afterwards, that his father had taught them, in America, truth matters. If we're to accept this idea that facts don't matter, I think we've already lost the battle. If all that is going to determine how the people move this country, who they support, is how they feel about something, even if it's contradicted by mountains of evidence, we don't have a democratic society of the kind that our founders believed in. I'm not saying he's wrong when he says people don't care about facts. They just care about how they feel. But how they feel is also something that can get manipulated. And we've seen that happen on the American right for a generation now. Limbaugh affected how people felt. Gingrich affected how people felt. Fox News affects how people felt. Karl Rove affected how, and Rupert Murdoch affected how people felt. And Trump now affects how people felt. And always they affected it through lies, through false pictures. It may be late in the day to try to resurrect respect for the truth. But respect for the truth, properly defended, is the route to a secure future for this country as a democracy. That's what I think. There's no reason why presenting the truth can't be done effectively in a way that touches people where they feel, which is why I'm talking about campaigns. That we have campaigns, plural, against this fascist power and this fascist leader. Present the facts in an impactful way. That, I think, is the way to get through this. And the facts, because I believe in the facts, while I think that an important part of the campaign is to tell people, as this fellow on Daily Kos suggests, tell people that Biden has accomplished a lot, and also talk about what he could accomplish in a second term if you would give him a good Congress. I think that the most important facts now are not that Biden's been a very good president and probably will continue to be a very good president if we give him the chance. No, the really most important truth of the matter has got to do with what's taken over the Republican Party. It's got to do with what kind of person Donald Trump is, a guy who would digitally rape a woman in some kind of department store dressing room. What kind of monster this guy is, and how fascistic the party he represents is. Those are the really stunning facts of this moment. I don't want to give up on the power of the truth. You know, the power of the truth that Biden's a good president. Okay, I believe in that. Let's do what we can with that. But this is an extraordinary moment in American history. This is an extraordinary decision that we have to make in the 2024 election. And what makes it extraordinary isn't how good Biden is. It's that the American right has been taken over by a fascistic force that will destroy our constitutional democracy. And that really behaves much the way you would expect something to behave if it could be reasonably described as a force of evil. That truth should not be ignored just because people are hard to reach. We need to reach people. That's the only way we're going to restore political health to this democracy. Even beating Donald Trump isn't the end of it. We need a citizenry to whom facts do matter and who are not so vulnerable to being manipulated by obvious lies. And here I might cite, you can find a video of mine, what makes people vulnerable to lies. If we want this country to be more whole, we can't accept that the lie is going to prevail over the truth. Facts must matter. Thanks. Please subscribe. There's a big picture of which this is a part that is to be found on my website, abetterhumanstory.org. And throughout the various videos that I've been making here the last few months, in an attempt to fulfill a mission that has inspired me for my whole adult life, starting in 1970. And that is to show something that I think is clearly true about the meaning of this, of what's happened to our species since we embarked on the path of civilization, and what our challenges are that we need to face and meet. So please visit anything that you wish to of any of that. My mission is to provide a way of seeing things that shows our nature, our story, and the challenges we face in an importantly different light. And by importantly, I mean it can help us fight this battle for the survival of human civilization and American democracy more effectively. And the outcome, as far as I can see, both with respect to American democracy and with respect to the long-term survival of human civilization on this planet, is seriously in doubt. Thank you.